Everybody, my name is Julian Campos and we are going to see a video about Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was recorded in 2018 and this was a conference and it's an example about self-improvement. Okay, in this case, Arnold Schwarzenegger is a lecturer and this is a famous conference, a famous speech. And before it start, Arnold Schwarzenegger was an actor, and now he's an actor. He was a bodybuilder, and he was a former governor of California.
Work your ass off. There is no magic pill. It drives me crazy to go to the gym. You read 1 hour a day. I went and worked out 5 hours a day, and I was working on construction with 24 hours a day. Organize your day. Work hard.
Okay, this was the summary of the video, and he's using a formal language, and he's wearing clothes formal, and that's it. So get it started.
Here to talk about success. I went to college. I went and worked out 5 hours a day, and I was working on construction. Because in those days in bodybuilding there was no money. I didn't have the money for food supplements or anything. So I had to go to work. So I worked on construction. I went to college. I worked out in the gym, and at night from 8 o'clock at night to 12 midnight, I went to acting class 4 times a week. So I did all of that. There was not one single minute that I wasted. And this is why I'm standing here today. At the age of 20, I went to London and I won the Mr. Universe contest as the youngest Mr. Universe ever. And it was because I had a goal. You see, if you don't have a vision of where you go, and if you don't have a goal where you go, you drift around and you never end up anywhere. 74% hate their job in America. The majority of people don't like what they're doing because they're really not doing it because they didn't have a goal and they followed this goal. They just aimlessly drift around, and then all of a sudden there's a job opening, so they get that job because you have to work. But then when you work, it's a chore. It's work. It's not fun. So if you think about, only a quarter of the people really enjoy what they're doing in life. So people always ask me, when they saw me in the gym in the pumping iron days, they say, why is it that you're working out so hard? 5 hours a day.
Okay. He have solid arguments because he's showing in the video proofs when he was young, and of course, if you want to looking information out about Arnold Schwarzenegger, you will find a lot of information of him, and of course, the speech it's credible, and this speech was popular, and it is a successful speech because in 2018 around 8 to 10 million of visualization this video had, and of course it's credible all what he's saying us in this video, and this video fits in the occasion when he's talking, and the message of this video is that you have to work hard if you want your things or your goals.
6 hours a day, and you have always a smile on your face. The others are working out just as hard as you do, and they look sour in the face. Why is that? And I told people all the time, I said, because to me, I'm shooting for gold. In front of me is the Mr. Universe title. So every rep that I do gets me closer to accomplishing that goal, to make this goal, this vision, turn into reality. Every single set that I do, every repetition, every weight that I lift will get me a step closer to turn this goal into reality. So I couldn't wait to do another 500-pound squat. I couldn't wait to do another 500-pound bench press. I couldn't wait to do another 2,000 reps of sit-ups. I couldn't wait for the next exercise. So let me tell you something, visualizing your goal and going after it makes it fun. You got to have a purpose no matter what you do in life. You got to have a purpose.
This is the essence of the video. It's you have to get a purpose if you want to do something in your life.
That's when it starts counting. That is working hard. And so you can't get around the hard work. It doesn't matter who it is. Work your ass off. There is no magic pill. There is no magic out there. You cannot get around. You have to work and work and work. Make sure of this and make sure of that and all that stuff. So it's work. And it drives me crazy when people say they don't have enough time.
Okay, this part of the video impacted me, and it was so impressed for me, and I suppose that all the majority of the public in that conference was impressed because this video and this argumentation that he's going to give us here, it's a solid argument.
To go to the gym for 45 minutes a day and work out. Or to do something for 45 minutes to an hour a day to improve. If it is physically improve or if it is mentally to improve. Imagine you read 1 hour a day about history.
This is the example.
How much you will learn after 365 hours.
This is the argument of
1 year.
all of the speech.
Think about if you study about the history of musicians, of composers, how much you would know. Imagine if you would work on the business, on some business that you want to develop every day for an hour. Imagine how further along you will go and get. So it drives me nuts because we have, when people say we don't have the time, we have 24 hours a day. We sleep 6 hours a day.
You have to organize your time,
So that
as
gives you
he's
still
saying
18
us.
hours. So there's someone shaking their head out here in front to say probably, I don't sleep 6 hours, I sleep 8 hours, right? Or just sleep faster. So we have 18 hours a day. The average person works around 8 to 10 hours. So let's assume it's 10 hours, so we have 8 hours left. Then you travel around an hour a day, maybe 2 hours a day. So now you have still 6 hours left. So what do you do with these 6 hours? What do you do with these 6 hours? Then we eat a little bit, then we schmooze a little bit, talk a little bit to people and all that stuff. But you can see how much time there is available if you organize your day. So you got to work hard. I hate plan B. And I tell you why. Because we have so many doubters, as I've said earlier, the no-sayers. We have so many of those people that say no and you can't do it, that's impossible. That is okay because we just turn off, as I said earlier, and we listen and we hear the no being a yes. You can't do it, you can do it, and all of that. So that is possible to do that amongst all the negative people around you.
Here he is, the man Leonardo.
Doubting yourself, that's very dangerous. Because now what you're basically saying is that if my plan doesn't work, I have a fallback plan. I have a plan B. And that means that you start thinking about plan B, and every thought that you put into plan B, you're taking away now that thought and that energy from plan A. And
This is another argument.
And it's very important to understand that we function better if there is no safety net, because plan B becomes a safety net. It says that if I fail, then I fall and I get picked up and I have something else there that will protect me. And that's
Okay, we have to let the video until here, and the arguments of him was solid, and I really liked this video because it is an self-improvement conference, and this was a famous video. And thank you very much for paying attention, and that's it.